You kind of froze for a second, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you.
It's kind of thundering over here too, so I'm just gonna keep you updated on that.
Oh, okay. All right. What part of the country you're in?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh, that's okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, because it's sunny where you were. I was like, what is sunny?
It's like seriously, I want some rain. I hate
Oh, y'all need rain. If you in Cali, y'all dry out there. It's dry as rain. It's dry.
Man, we need a thirst trap.
You do, because it's dry out there. I said, listen, it's been raining here like crazy, and I was like, can we get some of this to Cali? Because they need some rain, man. I was like, they need some rain.
I swear. Oh, okay. Also, I have this idea for a New Mutant show, where basically just put the New Mutants in a modern day, and just show off like, how would kids be like? Think Euphoria, but not that deep. But that nobody's gonna be doing drugs or anything, like just like
right. No. Or maybe they will, because they're mutants and they.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You take drugs to push down like your pain and stuff like that, and if nothing like being a mutant or an outcast that brings you pain, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like just kind of like I got like 4 seasons in this like written down. It's crazy. Like,
no, I want like a version. I want like a version of. Have you seen that movie with Will Smith called Bright? It's on Netflix.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I want somebody to create a world where everybody knows that this stuff exists, and then how they live. So like the fact, I like Bright for that simple fact that everybody can see fairies and sprites, and you might live next to a minotaur or whatever it is, or you might
and you were like, man, like Minotaur, I'm tired of your hoop praise on my lawn, bro.
It's like, bro, can you, when you get up to go to the bathroom, you be a little quieter? Like I want to see a world like that, because every time it's in a world, everything's so secret and quiet, and it's just like, you telling me humans ain't figured this out yet? We that stupid? We ain't figured this out.
Bright would be amazing. Bright would like.
I want another one. I think they supposed to be. I think it's in development, but I wanted another one.
Yeah, but apparently it didn't do well or something. But people are like, "What are you talking?" That movie was amazing.
I love that movie. That movie was so good.
The magic wand thing,
and you can't leave it at the fact that Will Smith's character is a freaking Bright. You just can't leave it like that.
And like, all right, it's like Bright answers every question I had about Harry Potter. Every question, like how would they be like this in real life? Like just
because everything's so secret and everything like kept underneath. But I was talking about the supernatural. So I have a story where whenever I write stories, I always put myself in it, or a character that's kind of like me. And I have a story. It takes place in the supernatural world, and it's about these 2 girls who are hunters. One of the girls, 2 girls who are hunters, and one of the girls, she's like raising her brothers, like her parents died, like both of the girls' parents died like as hunters, because it was like a legacy thing. And one girl is raising like her twin brothers, right? And so she's not really so much of a hunter, anymore, but she still, she keeps stuff and all that kind of stuff. But
she keeps sharp. Yeah.
Right. So the other friend, which is essentially the character that I kind of base myself on, is like, she's fully into the hunting or whatever. And they both work at the same bar, because they pretty and they can get tips and money, and it's easy for them to,
like, they know what's up. They know what's up.
I mean? They know what it is, but they can also handle themselves and stuff pop off. You feel me? So
no, I mean, like, hey, working at a bar would actually be good for you if you were hunting like that, because you deal with
you find stuff like
bigger than you. So
exactly, you find stuff. You find evil loves to be in the dark, and it's pretty dark in bars and stuff like that. So
hey,
so on a routine hunt, she's like hunting like these vampires. She gets saved. The girl that has a twin brother, she gets saved by Castiel.
Okay.
And Castiel's like, she's like, because she was like, who are you? And he's like, I'm an angel of the Lord. And she's like, no, but for real. Like who are you? Like, for real, who are you? And he's like, did you not understand what I'm an angel of the Lord? Castiel's very straightforward.
Yeah,
he doesn't get like sarcasm and humor. And I'm taking that kind of Castiel.
Like, bro, be for real.
But for real though, like, come on. Because listen, I believe in angels. I believe in the Lord. I'm Christian. I'm not a zealot, but I'm not, I'm Christian.
Sure.
And if I was on the street right now and somebody was like, God sent me to come talk to you, I'd be like, come on, Doc. Like, And I'm a believer, and I know that the Lord can do that, and it probably has happened to people, but me, it would happen to me.
Right. You're kind of like pics or it didn't show or it didn't happen. Okay.
You feel me?
Like, I want fire to come out of your hand.
Where the text message that God sent to you that told you to come talk to me? Like
are you sure it's me?
You sure it's me, or not somebody that kind of looks like me? Because I'm not.
It's because
I don't think I'm that special, and that's where her brain is. Like, she don't think she's that special for, like, really that. Come on, but who are you for real? And so.
No, she could be saying like, "Hey, why me? There are plenty of
people who look better." No, but that's pretty much what it is. Like, she's very much like, okay, whatever.
She's like super humble.
Like, yes, and she's like, okay. And so he's like, he pretty much tells her to like get prepared, and she's just like, what? And then she blinks and he disappears. So
why do they do that though? At least like
they're very Batman-like, but they're disappearing, and so So like the two girls, so eventually her brothers end up getting murdered by some demons.
Okay.
Right. And this is during the time where this is during the season of Supernatural where Sam doesn't have a soul.
Oh, season 6. Yeah.
So this takes place like season 6 where Sam doesn't have a soul. Right. So Castiel goes. So Castiel's been watching over these girls like their entire life. He doesn't know why. He just been like the Lord just been telling him, you just watch over these girls until the like opportune moment. Yeah. So he's slowly been falling in love with the other girl who has the twin brothers and doesn't even really realize it because he doesn't realize these things.
Yeah, he's like, and if he were to think about it, he'd be like, bro, that's gross.
He doesn't get it. Right. So he goes to the boys. And he's like, you have to get to them. And Dean's like, dude, who? And he tells them where to go. They show up with the cops and they act like they're cops.
Yeah.
And Castiel tells the girls, like, this is Sam and Dean. You have to go with them. So they uproot their lives and go on the road with the boys. Now, the one girl who lost her brothers, mind you, my character, she loved those boys too.
Right.
But it's nothing like the bio sister.
Yeah, like she like the other one is kind of like hung up on it,
right? Because she's
still raw,
because she feels responsible because she didn't even she felt that they didn't know that she was a hunter, right. And so she felt like she brought this life to them, and she and it's her reasoning for them to die. So they both find out that they are part angel, that they are related to the one that has
Michael,
the one that has the brothers. She's related to Gabriel.
Okay.
My character's related to Michael.
Okay. Like dad, like that's your dad, or
it's our dads. Like, so we're Nephilim, so we're part angel, part human, which we didn't know.
I would really like to see how Michael would have explained that. Like, so you guys are having sex with humans now,
honestly, if you want me to send it to you, I can send it to
please.
you. Because Gabriel is very much like Gabriel from the TV show, like
right,
Gabriel,
right.
like no, trickster.
Gabriel. Oh yeah, I believe that. But Michael, he was like,
no, but Michael was very much so like. It's a scene where my character yells at him because he talks in riddles, like not like the Riddler, but he talks in a way that she's just like, can you be straightforward for once? Can you just be my dad? Like, she gets mad at him because she doesn't understand. Like, he it's hard for him to emote.
Right.
He's worse than Castiel. You know what I mean? Like, he's worse than Castiel, so it's hard for me to emote. So it's prophesied that Lucifer is supposed to rise again in the like ultimate apocalypse.
Right.
And then you find out that from the cage, Lucifer set it up that her brothers died to put her on the path of a hunter so that she will want revenge enough to let him out the cage.
Damn. So, but did Lucifer meet her before that she found out?
No, Lucifer just knows.
He just knows everything that's happened going on.
He knows that those are like his nieces, essentially. You know what I mean? He knows that those are like his nieces.
I always thought that Lucifer would be like a really good uncle, like Uncle Woo, like, hey, what's up, guys? It's like,
you know,
like what's going like
he's the uncle that you know you're not supposed to be around, but you want to be around him. You know what I mean? So,
a more positive Scar from the Lion King. Like he's not trying to kill you. He's like, listen, man.
He's just trying to corrupt you.
Right. He's like, listen, man. Like, oh, you want that cookie? Yeah, man, take that cookie. Then, it's yours.
It's fine.
Like,
it's yours. All right.
Like, go for it.
So that's pretty much the whole gist of it, and it's so then it becomes like revenge for the one girl, and then the one girl is trying to save her soul because they figure out that it's prophesied that the sister with the brothers is going to open the cage for Lucifer,
right? But
the other girl is the one that's supposed to take down Lucifer.
Oh, so you got the opener and the closer. Okay, yes. Okay,
I literally have it in there that one's the lock and one's the key. So the one girl is the key, and then my character is the lock. Like I'm the only person. That's so like
no, I like
type of thing, right? And so it's a like my story is like I got like it's some chapters, you feel me? And you got a couple you got to see I got a couple of seasons, you feel me? And it gets deep, and then it's like, you know, like the one girl falls in love with Castiel, and then like my character falls in love with Sam. And then what? Moose? My character falls in love Moose. My character falls in love with Sam because you find out that when Crowley resurrected Sam, his soul was so fractured that he couldn't put it back into Sam because it would drive him crazy. Right. So he had to find somebody pure. Right. In the lock. They could handle not only their own soul, but Sam's soul at the same time. And you find out that my character has Sam's soul within her body.
That's crazy.
And so like I said, during this time, Sam is like soulless Sam, and he's being like reckless. But when he's around my character, he's acts fine. Like his normal self.
Okay, that's a dope. Okay. Sam wasn't reckless. Okay, he was just like
he was reckless, bro. He didn't care about nobody. He didn't care about using people as bait. He didn't care.
No. He let Dean. No. When Dean got bit by the vampires, he was like, no. Wait. Hold up.
He was like, we can use this, or let's see what happens. Listen, Sam was savage. Okay, Sam was savage.
Hey, he didn't care. He didn't care who he had to go after.
I was trying to explain to people all the time. This is the part of Sam that he keeps hitting between like laptops and I gotta wake up and exercise in the morning and eat salads. Because remember when Dean died and went to hell, Sam became a savage.
And he was a whore.
And he was his brother. He was essentially he was like a part of his brother. But then that just shows you if how smart Sam was, and if he actually focused. Yeah. Instead of trying to like take care of Dean and be, you know, make sure Dean didn't lose himself, as Dean was trying to just protect Sam just from everything. Right. If Sam just focused, how much of a savage kid was. Oh my! And then take away his soul, bro.
No, and like I feel like season 6 was kind of mean because they brought in their grandfather and Dean got all butthurt when the grandfather said, hey, we know stuff that even your dad don't know. And Dean was like, no, my daddy knows everything. No, my daddy. I'm like, whoa, bro, he didn't even really mean it that way. He just said, your dad started off as a DIY. We are a legacy.
Yeah, a whole legacy. Like your mama been in this. This is a whole legacy.
Yeah, and then when Dean found out he was named after his grandma, and he's like,
Deanna.
This is a bullshit.
Honestly, I like those. Those are some of my favorite episodes. Like when they went back in time and saw like their parents.
Oh, that was great.
That was a solid episode. Like that's solid writing. Solid episodes. Like it was just, it's emotional. It's just like, especially when you know the context of Dean and his mother. Yeah. And like, excuse me, I'll be having like discussions with people about this because they be like, they always want to compare Sam and Dean and say that Dean has had it worse. And I'm just like, I think they're kind of equal on that, because even though Sam didn't have to live through that, Sam doesn't have any memories of his mother.
True. and Sam, when he left his dad, when he broke off with everything, he had to figure out how to do it on his own.
On his own, right?
Like he had to fill out his own college admissions, had to
figure out how to pay. Like he didn't have anybody. And like, yeah, Dean grew up in this like militaristic type of like household, and the father put the pressure on him to take care of a son that the father probably should have been taken care of. Sure. But you can't compare them because they both had it bad and just in different ways. Yeah. And I was telling somebody, I was like, Sam is Dean's heart and Dean is Sam's strength. They need each other.
Right. But I don't like how they always did Adam, their younger brothers.
Oh, he got played. Mind you, don't spoil it for me. I have not seen the last season.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't. All right, not that, but like
no. I'm just saying though, like if
no,
because I know he supposedly he comes back or something like that, and I don't know where he comes back at or whatever. No, but before that,
he's like Sam or Adam. Sam, what? You didn't even think about it,
Listen,
bro.
He was not that quick. Stop. He was still kind of like torn up about it, but he was just pretty much like.
Or when
I'm gonna pick the brother I know, man. Like listen, I got 3 brothers. One of my brothers just passed away. Like my oldest brother just passed away. But I got 3 brothers. And if they had made me choose, it would be the middle brother because that's the one I grew up with. We 2 years apart. Who did I go see Venom with today? Him. Fair enough. You feel me? We go to all the movies together. So it's just like it would be a messed up decision, but like I know who I would pick.
I know which one of my brothers I would take too. Not the brother that's 2 years younger than me, the one that's 8 years younger than me. Okay. I love
you pretty much raised him because it's probably like a baby. Like that's what you can't be your baby.
And he has a family, and his son is like my favorite person in the world.
See, I'm like, so it's like you gotta keep that going.
Right.
Keep that going. And I get it. It's a hard decision. But it's a whole thing. Like I really want you to read my story because I really want to get your feedback on it.
Oh no! I'll send you my New Mutant story too because like it's like okay, it kind of starts off from like I kind of use Days of the Future Past as kind of like a jumping off point,
like a blueprint,
yeah, because like I kind of show that Xavier he's still using the drugs, but he's not using it so much where he's a junkie now.
Okay,
and I have
a good medium.
Yeah. And I had it with Moira McTaggart. She's the one who's telling him, like, are you still using it, you big old dope fiend? Like, she's calling him out.
Of course.
She's like,
that's what Moira does.
Yeah, but like Moira low-key ain't shit. No, okay. All right. I say this about Moira because one, she got with Charles, he proposed to her, and then she broke up with him when he was in the army. That's messed up. And then
I get what you're saying.
And then later on, with the whole Proteus thing, she didn't tell him that was her kid with her ex-husband. She just said, "Hey, a mutant's on the loose. Can you help out with that?" And he's like, "Bet, I got you." Mm-mm. And then the second time it happened, it was with Xavier's ex, who told Moira, "Don't tell Charles." And like she did the same thing, like, "Hey, a mutant's on the loose," and he came, and at the entire, I would not be mad if Xavier said like, "Fuck you," no, hey, Moira's calling, no. It's like, oh, what happened? I'm tired of being used. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm not that guy. But yeah, just New Mutants would be a contemporary. What's going on? Contemporary, like a temporary retelling of the original books. Like things it'll be mostly the same, but very different. They're
I like very different. I like because sometimes you have a better idea. I believe this. Right. Sometimes you have a better idea than the original writers do. You be like, you could have went this way with it, but why did you go this way? Or just like a more interesting take or turn. Or
like I would introduce something called mutant envy. Like we always see, but like thing with mutants being feared and hated. What about those people who fetishize mutants? Like those,
because you said that, it reminds me of another story. Another movie, because like I want to do movies more so than I want to do television. But
they're both great.
Yeah, they're both great, but I think movies are like
Yeah,
it's just my thing.
Yeah.
Right, it's my thing. And but sometimes you can flesh out stuff in a TV show that you couldn't flesh out in a movie. But like, I'm pretty good at like putting in stuff, subtle stuff, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I had an idea because we don't see Black people do magic.
Right.
Don't get me started on that. That's a whole segment we can talk about that. But like, you don't see Black people do magic. But I have an idea of like a story. I want it to be a dystopian land where magic is known. Like you see people lifting stuff and doing those kind of stuff. Yeah. But it's like a drug that you have to purchase.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So like you purchase like these little vials that's like that gives you and then again, Netflix came out with that power thing. Yeah. But mine is still a little bit different because again, it's a dystopian land. You find out, but then people just think it's synthetic, right? Because essentially it is. But then you find out that there is a source, a real magic source. And you find out that the source of magic comes from a Black person. Right. And that this corporation, like these white people that have this corporation, figured out who the source was, snatched them up, and it slowly been draining them over the years. To make the synthetic, because you're getting it from the source, it's still strong, but because they're stripping it and breaking it and making it to what they want to make, it's synthetic magic, right?
Okay. Is it through the blood or is it through?
No, it's through the blood. It's through the blood. Okay. Right? Because everything's blood for the most part in life. Everything's blood. So it's through the blood. And so they're taking it, looking at it's like very scientific. They're looking at the properties. They're like, well, if we switch this up and change this, we can make it so that this person gets telekinesis. Right. This person can see a future for like a few hours, or this person can fly. Like they break it apart because this person is the source of magic. Then you find out the family that this person got taken from, like through the generations, nobody has had access to magic until this one girl is born. And she essentially becomes like the new source.
Oh, so that one gets tapped out.
And that one gets tapped out.
And then, that would be
that one gets tapped out. And you find out that this girl has the power of like her generation, like of her ancestors or whatever. Yeah. And so this corporation comes for this family because they've been looking for the family for a long time, but they've been in hiding. Right. This girl is like, it's always a certain generation. It's like, we gotta fight because what are we gonna do? Right. And you find out that she can like bestow magic to people. She can give magic to other people. That's right. But to me, I wanted it to be a story about how, because I wanted to show how like before Black people were the people who have magic, whereas white people didn't have magic.
Oh, kind of like a Lovecraft country.
So I wanted to show like go back into like a past scene where like it was a land, kind of how I had like how back in the day they had like Black Wall Street. Yeah. It's like in my story, it's a Black community where like magic is a thing. Right. Right. We all of them got magic.
New Orleans.
For real, you see me, something like that. Like they all got magic. But then white people came in and was like enamored and like, oh my gosh, and then saw it as a profit. Right. And started killing people. And taking, like they started to learn like where our magic come from and where it stemmed from and all that type of stuff. Started killing our people to take their powers, but they realized that it was only temporary. So they kidnapped the source of it, and then everybody scattered.
That's
right.
That's dope.
And they end up building this land on the back of a Black person. You feel me? Yeah. But it's like a magic land because they build it on the back of a Black person. And it only takes the ancestor of the person to like shut this down, who is the true source of magic. So it's like a whole thing. Like I'm still working on it, but it's a whole thing.
All right. I have like, I'm just throwing like, as far as the land, I got one, it could be New Orleans, because that's traditionally a Black city. Or
quarter, all that type of stuff, yeah.
Or Roanoke. You know that?
Okay.
Yeah, you know that one place.
I think it's like Roanoke or something. Roanoke,
yeah.
I know you're talking
about. Just say like, oh, that whole thing where a bunch of people were disappeared. Yeah, that was a cover. That was black.
Yeah, that was black people. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I love using American history like that.
Yeah.
But with like with my New Mutants thing, I would do the Demon Bear the first season, like but build it up, like really kind of build it up, make it look like Danny Moonstar is crazy, like where people really like, I think she's nuts, and then like and that would be a B plot that just gets more attention focus on it, and then like until we like the last episode of that season, we get to, like I would treat I would treat mutants the way black, like kind of like black people.
Of course they were.
Yeah, but like kind of like really show that like, oh, there's like oh, people want to hang out with you because you have powers, and we see that some people with power who have more impressive powers are get like
highfalutin. It's like a hierarchy.
Yeah, like there's a pretty like humanity goes after like the pretty privilege. Like so like some of the mutants are like seeing, oh wow, your powers are so beautiful, and then you get the other ones that are like, yeah, we don't really want to mess with you because your powers are, you're too freaky or too weird. It's just and I would have X-Men show up in like, and I would have them like talk bad about them, like they would see Wolverine like, ugh, why is there a homeless person sleeping on the couch? Or
not you listen, the way you disrespect him.
or they would talk about or they would see I don't like Wolverine and Storm and like, should we don't say nothing, just watch, like, or and just play around with different perspectives of the powers, like these kids. I would have music be a big part of it, like Xavier gets because he can't turn his mind powers off, he starts like hearing what the kids are listening to, and he starts vibing to it. So he becomes like a Kendrick Lamar fan overnight.
Now he started vibing to it.
Like, no, he will love backseat freestyle. He like, oh my.
Honestly, like, I wouldn't mind more. I really wouldn't mind like more.
Just more
real world type stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if Xavier is around these kids, right? Why wouldn't he fall into what they fall into, or why wouldn't he? You know,
he likes J. Cole a lot. He's like,
because I would love like, even you wouldn't even have to say anything about it. What if it was just playing in the background while he was like sitting in his office or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like you'll see something like he'll be at Cerebro, and one of the kids like, wait a second, why is he looking up J. Cole? Nothing. Don't
worry about it.
Like I'm a fan of Forest Hills. Okay, it's a great album.
or maybe like somebody like Gene or somebody else with like telepathy powers just walks in and is like, or like maybe a new kid that don't have control over, walk in and it's like, why are you thinking about J. Cole? Like, why, just out the blue, like
it would just be really funny. Like I think and also with the Danger Room, like it would be like this whole thing of who chooses the music to play during the Danger Room sessions, and like and they would be playing like Imagine Dragons, because like Wolfsbane really likes it. Like,
so do I love Imagine Dragons.
Oh, and also like this is just me. They'll have somebody in the Danger Room and they'll reenact music videos. So like I have this whole sequence where 4 of the New Mutants are reenacting Vice City by Black Hippie.
Okay.
Just like you have like Sunspot's Kendrick Lamar, Danny Moonstar would end up being Schoolboy Q, and it was like
I'm not mad at it.
Magma, it's Absol, and like who did I get? J-Rock would be J-Rock would be Warlock. So it would just be like, and like somebody would come in like,
I'm not mad.
Like it's like, why didn't you tell me about this? like I wanted to be Kendrick. That's why I be talking about.
Nah, I wanted to be Kendrick.
Just like how because I think about what I would do if I was at that school. I swear I would get so many people into rap. Like I would have Beast playing Kanye West while in his lab.
No, I like that.
Right?
But see, I like more mainstream music and like,
yeah.
Because why wouldn't, who's to say that like, because also I feel like let's be a little, sometimes, let's be a little stereotypical.
Let's go.
Why wouldn't Storm be rocking out some black music, some hip hop? Come on.
Oh, come, like,
you know what I mean? Like, come on. And then you got all these young white kids in there, you know they love hip hop.
And like, and also like, Storm's supposed to be best friends with Jean Grey. You don't think she would have got her into? Okay, seriously,
right?
It's me. When they were younger, you could not tell me that Storm and Jean did not ever like roll one up and listen to Outkast.
No, I like that for sure.
Right? They were like, and Storm's
especially like, since they've known each other since they was like kind of like young adults, like kind of like kids. Like, come on.
Yeah, like it's like I get like they're best friends. Like come on, you don't hang out with your homegirl. Be like, yo, check this out, and like it's like, and then just talk. Like that's some X-Men stuff I would want to do. I would want to show like how are these people friends? Why are these people friends? Mm-hmm. Because we never see the.
No, we just see that they get formed, and then that's it. And then they gave us a little bit of that in the new class.
Yeah, in first class,
like the when they were kind of like hanging out a little bit. And I think they did it in what was it, New Class or Dark Phoenix?
Apocalypse.
Yeah, where they went to the mall or whatever. And then to me that was weird because like you took this blue boy to the mall. I thought this was supposed to be secret. I was like,
with no hologram stuff.
With no holograms, I was just like, are we supposed to do that? I mean, and then because they like the timelines got so muddled, I was like, does people know about Mystique? So it's okay. So it's okay for him to be out, or is it secret? Or
like just like I would just have more music in there. Like I really thought for like an entire year what music would the X-Men be listening to. Wolverine. Here's the thing though, Wolverine would really like I
think he would like country or like
RZA. He would like the Wu-Tang Clan.
I wouldn't mind him liking the Wu-Tang Clan, but I feel like he would be kind of like,
oh yeah, he would like country stuff too.
I think he would like country, but I think because he's so old, I think his taste would span like generations.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think he would like Beethoven, and then he would turn around and like, maybe he'll like some classical, and then maybe he'll like, some hard metal, and then like because he would change throughout the like
the decades.
Throughout the decades.
No, but Wolverine though, I would have them find out he's going through his music like, okay, good. Wait a second. Why you have Mandy Moore? Like, get out of there. He has to though. Like, stay out my business.
But he has to though. He got to have a little Tay Swift in there. He got to have a little Mandy Moore.
It's like, so you're a 14-year-old white girl. Shut up.
Yes, you are.
No, he was like, Kitty put that in my stuff.
No, he bring the claws out. Nah.
It's like Kitty put that in my stuff. Okay, like I was trying to, like, okay, all right, okay.
I feel like Storm would be listening to her.
SZA,
yeah.
Beyonce, of course.
Of course.
Actually, no. Here's the thing: Beyonce will be a fan of her.
But I think they'll be a fan of each other, though.
Right?
And they might be besties. They might be besties. They might be fans of each other. And then it's like I think like Shakira. I feel like Jean would be listening to Adele all the time. She get on my nerve. Be crying in the corner. Somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I can see Jean listening to well, yeah, you really got me with the Adele thing. She's
definitely listening to Adele. Not to say that she might not hit some she might hit up with some, she might be a Draker. She might listen to some Drake.
No, she would like Solange.
I feel like Storm might be more of a Solange because like
no, Jean likes Beyonce, Storm likes Solange.
Like Solange, you know what I mean? Like I think it'll be a thing because Storm is very like of the earth and like Mother Earth goddess and like.
Storm would definitely love Erykah Badu.
Oh, for sure.
Like, and
maybe that's what her and Jean listen to.
Erykah Badu. Like Tyrone, and like he's like, and Jean gets all hype like, if Scott cheats on me, I swear to God,
like this is what
playing this.
This is what happens.
It like
I like that. Let me see. I think Beast. I think everybody expects Beast to be like classical, but he might like some metal, some rock.
Yeah,
he might be a Jimi Hendrix type. He might be, common Jimi Hendrix. I can see that. Something he can vibe out to, calm down to.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would like. Also, this is just me. He would like Biggie because of the storytelling.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, he would love Big Papa because he like.
Because he'll probably see himself in that. He'd be like, yeah, it's me. Or Colossus might like Biggie.
Colossus.
Colossus might like Biggie.
Colossus is gonna like Tyler the Creator. Because
I don't know.
Colossus is very kind of messed up in the head. He has that martyr complex.
No.
But also Lupe Fiasco.
Well, I feel like if he got a martyr complex and he might like J. Cole too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
He might like J. Cole too, though.
But also, I really would like to know what Colossus did after Kitty Pryde broke up with him on their wedding day.
Listen,
that's what I want to know.
I want to see what that bedroom scene look like. That's a big boy and that's a little girl. You hear me? I'm curious.
I mean, she could take it. Rogue. Oh, Rogue's a Southern girl. She loves T.I. She loves Dolly Parton. She twerks. Like she
twerks.
Here's the thing. If she was at a party, she'd be like, okay, I haven't really done this in a while, and she would just twerk. It's like, I'm from Mississippi. We know how to do this. Like I don't know. I don't know. It'd just be really funny.
No, I would like it.
Gambit, he would love Lil Wayne and Currency because they're both from New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah, for sure. That was simple. That was already easy.
Like, no, he would play 6'7" when he's about to start a job, about to steal something. Like,
no, I could. He's just walking down flipping cards.
Right? Yeah, he's like.
But he also like jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a big Nina Simone fan.
Like big to jazz.
Also, he would listen to SZA too.
He would listen to SZA too because she got like a jazzy feel. Like she's very like a low key type of. No, definitely.
But also, I think that Gam would be like, you know what? If I was single, I probably could smash SZA, which he probably could. Like,
I mean, he called her Sherry once. It's over.
Man, like just in those eyes though, you gotta watch out. Just Nightcrawler, Kendrick. Ooh. I think he would like Kendrick because of the guy.
Honestly, I think Nightcrawler would like what's the name of that band?
Don't say Fall Out Boy.
No. I think he would like Evanescence.
Oh wow. I think he would like Eminem because that song "Cleaning Out My Closet." He feels that anytime he thinks about Mystique, he just puts that song on.
No, I think he would like Evanescence because I think he's moody and broody. I think he needs that music that'll get him popping. Like he'll be like Evanescence, Green Day, Linkin Park. Like he'll be in that type of genre. I feel like
he's a bit more optimistic than that. Like, because when he's going after women, he's smooth. Like, so Drake.
But he's still kind of like he still gets sad and he's down. He's like insecure. Yeah. So like I feel like he'll listen to both of them. He'll listen to some Drake sometimes when he's feeling good. Going on those sad days, he hitting that Green Day. He hitting that Linkin Park. You know what I mean? Like I can see that from him.
Oh yeah, he'd be a big Foo. Oh, Cyclops would be a big Foo Fighters fan.
Okay. I got that.
He would like bands like Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. I could really see him liking some Wu-Tang, but it would be like Method Man, RZA, and maybe Oh Dirty just for a little bit of because he would like, I may not like his cursing, but that dude is fun. Like I like Oh Dirty. Bless you.
Thank you.
And it's like I just like I think X-Men, like, oh come on, if you were living in that mansion, wouldn't you be listening to some rap? I will be blasting
I'll be blasting everything because for the most part, all you do, you go to school and you live in the same place.
Right. Like
you afraid of the outside world, or your family don't love you and they gave you up.
Right.
So this is your life. This is where you live. I'll be blasting you. They be tired of me.
Yeah. I'm like, I would actually show in this New Mutant series, like Xavier would have them all clean. Like, so, all right, you put on your music and you just clean. You clean the West Wing, the East Wing, all the wings.
Oh, you trying to be on some Beauty and the Beast type of stuff? Got
people
cleaning wings out here?
No, I don't know. He lives in a mansion. I mean, like, that's a big house. Like also you clean the jet. The jet? We don't even fly.
We better get a power washer. Ain't no way I'm hand cleaning this jet. You hear me?
It's like, man,
you better tell Storm to take it up to the heavens and let it rain, put some soap on it or something. I'm not cleaning no jet.
You better tell Nightcrawler to teleport there with a mop.
You hear me? Because I'm not doing it. I'm definitely not doing it. You better pick the opportune ones with powers to complete this jet, because I'm not cleaning it. Man, I'm not doing it.
All right, we've been at this for over 2 hours. Let's. All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, do you want to know why I don't like Thor Ragnarok?
Yes, please. Let's do that.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of the first 2 Thors.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I like the darker tones. I get it in the grand scheme of the MCU. They might be like some of the weakest or whatever. But I like the darker tone. I like that we were getting into Thor's like background, his family, everything. I felt like the third one was very Guardians of the Galaxy adjacent, and I didn't need that. We already had a Guardians of the Galaxy. It was so bright. Like, I still like the colors from the first 2. Like, they were still good, but they were like darker, like blues and greens and stuff like that. This was so bright. The humor was so off. Like, the other ones were still funny, but just in like a very Shakespearean way.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I felt like Taika put too much of himself in it, and then when the world found out that Chris Hemsworth was funny, they stopped Thor from being Thor and made him Chris Hemsworth. I didn't come to this movie for Chris Hemsworth. I came to see Thor.
But here's the thing, though. If you watch the first couple of Thor movies, you see that Chris Hemsworth is funny. You're like, oh, you do, funny dude.
You do. But in the third one, it was just like he was just himself.
Yeah, that's true. Like the second one, you really saw that he was funny.
Like, you know, like he had, but he has humor. I don't have a problem with that. Sure. Like the even the third movie, like in the beginning even threw me off because they were like, oh, hold on, I'm turning around. Right. I was just kind of like, we going slapsticky in this one. Like it didn't the tone of it changed so drastically from the first 2 that I was just like, go watch Guardians of the Galaxy if you want. Like, okay, because the part that really irks me, I just was like, what we doing with this movie, is when he was trying to escape and he threw the ball at the glass and then it hit him in the head. And I was just like, I was so disappointed in the theaters.
It was silly. It's just like
I was like, but he's a god. Come on, my guy.
I always saw that, like, Thor, the whole thing with Thor is that he's so powerful, but he gets taken out by like a bunch of little things. Like in the first Thor, he was like, I am Thor, da, 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 and then he gets tased and he gets taken out. And then,
but that's when he was human, though. He was essentially human. He didn't have the power of Thor. Yeah, so that makes sense. But you telling me that, like, he's a lightning god and gets electrocuted and he gets okay. Like, that makes no sense.
But like you said, he was human in the first one.
I'm talking about in the third one. Oh, where they put that thing in his neck and electric. He's a thunder god. No electricity should have an effect. He should be like, bro, what are we doing? What is this? It's like I was like, y'all doing stuff for the fact of like funny, and not for like a story. Not to say I didn't enjoy the story. Not to say I didn't enjoy like the Hulk finally coming back and we seeing that and seeing him like talking. I did not like them doing that. No, I didn't mind that.
No, like seriously, in the marketing, they should not even show. They should have made it seem like Thor's fighting Hera the entire movie, and then once you go to the movie,
You mean hello?
Oh,
you and Hera, like Greek gods?
Yeah, like you. And then when we see the Hulk, that should be a huge surprise.
Yeah, he should have never been in the trailer. See, that's the one thing the MCU sometimes kind of mess up is they which I think they're getting better, because I do feel like Toby and Andrew are going to show up in No Way Home, but they just haven't showed us. They haven't showed us any footage, which they're getting smarter about that. And they give you a hint by giving you Goblin's laugh and then showing you Doc Ock and stuff like that. So people be like, but they from the other movies, like, you know what I'm saying? They get you kind of like hype, like, but
yeah, but like no, but still they messing up. I could do it better.
Here's the thing, it don't matter to me. Yeah, it's an MCU film. I'm gonna see it regardless. At this point, you ain't gotta come out with a trailer. Just come out with the movie, and I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, but here's what I would do: drop the teaser, let everybody like lose their mind over it. Don't say nothing. Be like a media blackout. Work on the movie, but don't show nothing. And then you drop the trailer, and then like people will lose their minds even more. Get them into like a whole little frenzy. So when the movie comes out, everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta see this movie."
Why? Honestly, all they need, I feel like all they need is a teaser and maybe one trailer. If you're gonna if you're gonna do a thing, and the one trailer should be the teaser with maybe 3 more scenes added, and then that's it. And then it's insignificant scenes, like a close-up of like MJ's face and maybe something, and then like maybe something else, a building coming down with, you know, and him swooping in and saving somebody. It doesn't need to be like context like stuff, because I did flip my lid when I heard the goblins laugh and I saw his bomb, and then I saw Doc Ock come in like, "Hey Peter." I was like, wait a second, I lost my mind. But I said at this point, I don't need no trailers. It's the MCU. I'm gonna go see it.
They had the formula. They got the formula.
It's done now. But that's why I don't like Thor Ragnarok. I felt like it was such a 180 from the first 2 films. People love Ragnarok though. I don't like it. But.
I feel the same way. Like I used to love Black Panther at first, and now I'm just kind of like, this is too much like Lion King.
Oh, Black Panther is 100% Lion King.
And like it's
a live action Lion King.
I'm like, everything about this feels like Lion King, and that's why I don't like Marvel messing with Disney, because you start
you start like skewing a little bit, putting stuff in. I mean, because here's the thing though, like for me, Black Panther was a solid film up until that CGI fight.
Yeah, it was.
I felt like when I saw Shang-Chi twice, and it made me mad at Marvel / Disney, because you did the CGI fight with him at the end with his father 100 times better, but than you did between Black Panther and Killmonger. And here's the thing: delay my movie. You delay everything else in this world. You done delayed Black Widow 1 billion times. You done delayed all these movies, right? Delay Black Panther for a couple months so we can get a better CGI fight at the end.
It's.
But again, I always chalk it up to like they Black, so you just kind of was like, we really wanted you guys to see it. We were just so happy.
We were on crunch time. We were so fast to get it to you. Like, okay, that's not cool.
No, that's not. But you're not rushing nothing else. You ain't gonna rush no Captain America movie, like no Iron Man movie.
You didn't rush Endgame, even though you had it done for like a year.
Exactly.
Like,
even then, you could have cleaned up some stuff in Endgame, because you got giant Ant-Man punching a couple of things, but then punching something in the background when little Ant-Man is doing something else. It's like, come on, like, you could have took that time to clean some stuff up.
And I'm getting so tired of Disney pandering. Like that whole scene when all the Avengers came out, they could have shown they showed the whole thing with all the ladies, and I was like, all right, that's cool. But I thought it would have been really cool if they would have shown like different rosters, like different like variation of people. Like you get like Hulk, Doctor Strange, this person. It's like, oh yeah, that group was in the original Avengers, or this group was like just like
in like future groups, or like foreshadowing, different
or,
stuff,
or just honestly, like little nuts the audience.
Listen, they regulated Doctor Strange to water control. Like he became a firefighter. for the rest of the fight. He was just stopping the water, and you could tell that nobody else, like even the bad people, was like, "Thank you," because nobody bothered him while he was holding up the water. They were like, "Don't kill us. Yeah, we still trying to get this."
Having said that though, when the fight when
in Infinity War,
in Endgame, when you saw when you saw Thanos and you saw Cap and Iron Man going up, and they see Thor right there, and they're like, "Yep, we gonna do this. Yep."
He's like, "Let's kill him properly this time."
Like, he's like, "Let's do this." I'm like, see, that is best friend goals.
I'm dying. Yeah, if you can fight Thanos with me, we can get through anything. If you gonna fight Thanos with me.
It's like, hey man, we gonna die, but we gonna die together. Like,
but that was Cap's whole point in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
For not signing the Sokovia Accords, he was like, "Yo, whatever comes our way, if we hit it, if we go at it as a unit, will be great." But then I understand Tony's side, because Tony's like, okay, we're good. I'm not saying we're not good, but the stuff that's up there, the stuff that's like Thor, the stuff that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be tough, which he wasn't wrong about.
He really wasn't.
He just went about it in a bad way.
It's just like, but here's the thing: he didn't make Ultron. That wasn't him. That was like a freak.
No. But here's the thing: if him, because I always put Bruce in this too, because Bruce was there too, but everybody loved this blaming Tony.
Yeah,
everybody loved this blaming Tony. But if Bruce and Tony never touched the Mind Stone, gave it the idea to become sentient in that form, it would have never happened. So because Thor said it right. You messing with stuff you had no idea you was messing with, because nobody even knew that was a Mind Stone encased in that scepter. Right. So you touching power that you don't even know about.
But if it was in the other stone, if it was like the Power Stone or like
he couldn't have did it. He couldn't have did it because it wasn't sentient enough, because because that stone was essentially like a brain, right? A brain within the stone, so it was able to move to the point where they were like, "Yo, it's connecting like dots and it's doing these things, and we should be able to." It was a whole thing. Do you watch What If?
Oh yeah, I do. Did
you see What If Ultron won?
I saw I've been catching up with everything. It is. Okay.
That was one of the best episodes.
No, okay. Tell me why, my dude. Like, when the Watcher just kept talking, and the Watcher was like, "What the hell?" Like,
listen, the hubris on the Watcher. It was the hubris. My man's like, at this time, Ultron knew that his purpose was done, and Ultron was
what
like,
"What the hell?"
He was like, Who is that? And I'm sitting here like, you don't hear him asking who you are. Quit talking.
Right. And then he's like, "I see." He's like, "Nope."
He was like, "Let me close that window real quick." No, he was like, he do all the things. He was just like, "I will find you." I'm like, that's menacing. I can't.
Ultron to me, Ultron going after the Watcher to me is kind of like child support. Like, what I imagine child support is like, oh God, that's listen, because when he closed the window, I was like, ugh, don't need to see that anymore. Like,
he tried to dip out. She tried to dip out very quickly. Listen, that was one of the best What If episodes, because it honestly showed that the Watcher is actually quite powerful, but maybe he needed an Infinity Stone or something like that, because Ultron had a leg up, and then like
he took out everybody. He took out everybody.
He took out all the worlds.
He took out Captain Marvel, and she was like the closest to get like. But he was
to take him down. He was just like, "You have spirit," and just murdered her.
Oh, I'm like,
but it makes sense though to me. At first, I was like, "How you gonna kill her?" And I was like, "You have something that she's made of, so you can literally kill her." That's like
you overpowered her.
You know, like, okay.
And he killed the Guardians. He killed Asgard. He killed he was like next, like.
The car, he was everywhere. He went everywhere, all the places that we know of from the MCU. You know, like he murdered everybody, and then the fact that he was hopping through with every punch, he was changing the multiverse.
Right? He's no, seriously. He's like, I want to slap you so hard you go into another universe. Ugh, you
like, I was like, then he was in Wakanda. Then he was in like he was
on
like
another planet.
He was on different planet. He was with the scrolls. He was like, I was like, bro, he punching you. That's a punch I never want to experience. Because if you can punch me to a different multiverse,
like that, he is punching the time dog shit out of you.
Listen, like this, like I know Kang was like, oof, I felt that one. Like I know he was in that.
I'm surprised Kang didn't do nothing. He was like, shit, they ain't my problem.
Kang was like, you open the door to this, because you could have just stopped talking when he was like, who is that?
And like, but also like Ultron, I was like, bro, you low key a punk though. Like you low key a punk, because you be jumping people. Like that's all he did. Like, the Avengers did the same thing though. They did it in Endgame. They jumped panels.
Listen, we have a choice. You that powerful, you gotta get jumped. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You that powerful, you get jumped, my guy. Like there's, what do you mean?
Oh man,
you get jumped. But yeah, that was one of the best what ifs. And then he ended up being with
Doctor Strange.
Yo, because where else could you go that he couldn't find you?
I mean, like I was
like, that made perfect. I was like, that makes perfect sense. And then the only person that can help you is somebody who is just as powerful, almost close, like. But he's like supreme. Doctor Strange, like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I want you to say it. Like, God, like, oh, I hate you so much. Like,
I can't believe I'm gonna do this. See, and then that's the MCU levity that I like, right? During this serious event, we can still be slightly
funny. We could be, because right? That's how people would like. All right, if I imprisoned you the way a Watcher imprisoned Doctor Strange, and I got you out, I said like,
Watcher did not imprison Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange imprisoned himself.
Oh, right. But he got him out. He said like, he came like, I need
get him out. He's like, I need your help, because he never interferes, but he gonna interfere this time because he let this happen. I said, bruh, you let this happen because this dude is over. This dude is beyond sentient. You don't think he can hear you, and then you gonna pop up behind him talking?
Right, like that. The hubris is crazy. And then Ultron had to say, well, this is like, you're doing stuff, it's a lot less creepy from your standpoint. I'm like, wow.
Listen, when he said it, I thought that was funny, because dude be in the background as a giant figure just watching people eyes. So like,
I don't think he's watching people do inappropriate stuff. I mean, like,
he's a watcher.
Yeah, come on, it's not always gross. Okay, maybe he's like, wow, I did not know that was gonna happen.
I don't know.
Like, hey, the best TV show in the universe. That's reality TV.
Listen, he was like, there's millions of worlds that I did. You let this brother into the multiverse.
Right? And there were no other Watchers like, hey, all right.
No, just
get him. This guy. Get him.
Like, but see, I'm excited now because I'm assuming that the last episode will be all the other episodes we have seen all together. So it'll be like Sharon Carter coming to help. It'll, you know what I'm saying? It'll be all these, maybe some zombie ones, or whoever survived the zombie. Like, you feel me? Like, everybody's going to band together to stop this version of like Ultron, because now the Watcher has to get involved, and he's going to start picking people that he has to pick.
Hey, we're gonna see him pick out his dream team.
I'm here for it. But what if it's like Sharon? What if it's like Killmonger before he died? Like, you know what I mean? Like, grab a different version of Tony, because Tony's smart. Like, you get like this is gonna be dope.
No, I don't know, but with like Peggy Carter, I would just be like, so I want to get a super strong white woman who's probably gonna tell me that I'm wrong for even going after the sentient. I would just like,
you gotta grab her. You better grab her. She's a savage.
She's kind of a savage. I mean,
she's a savage. What she did with that shield.
Cap had to wait. Captain Carter. Why they call it Captain Carter instead of Captain Britain?
I think they did that for a reason.
I know.
because I love that Natasha had
the red shield.
The red shield. I was like, okay, girl.
I'm not even mad at you right now.
Not get your daddy shield, girl.
I'm not even mad.
I was like, I enjoyed this.
Boy. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, wrap it up.
Okay. All right. Thank you for showing. Thank you for being here. We've been talking for 2.5 hours. I'm bringing you back too. I'm bringing you back.
That's cool. You gonna have fun editing this though, but that's no problem. Whatever you edit, give it to me. I'll put it on my page.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. For Black Girl Marvel, this is 1407 Great Mountain Lane signing out.